Good afternoon and welcome to the Windsor Star's Net News at Noon. Former MP and City Councillor Rick Limoges is mulling a bid for the Mayor's chair, joining local 444 boss Rick Laporte as a possible challenger to incumbent Eddie Francis. No race yet officially, but it's certainly getting warm out there. And folks, what have we done to anger the gods? Environment Canada has confirmed that Essex County has been walloped with 5 tornadoes this season, more than half of the 9 that have hit Ontario, so be careful out there. Okay, City Council last night, guys. There was no throwing of quarters, but it was still an emotional meeting nonetheless. Lincoln Road and the Methadone clinic was on the agenda. And City Council instructed the Planning Department to sort of investigate ways we can halt the proliferation of these clinics in residential areas. Lincoln Road residents, they pack council chambers. We have a video online. It's posted now of some of them talking about the declining quality of life in the neighborhood along with the declining property values. Pretty riveting stuff. Check it out. And as well, Ward 3 resident Mike Burton, he's also a councillor taking on Halberstadt. He was there last night throwing some brickbats at some darts at city councillors. Pretty eloquent and said these guys should have been on this like a long time ago when a clinic opened on University Avenue, and it's a little late now and that they need to be held accountable. So things are definitely heating up out there on the municipal front. Okay, City Council also agreed last night to set up a storefront operation, not sure where it's going to go, but for a small business advocate who's going to set up shop in there. Alfie Morgan and some small business gurus were actually lauding this last night, and interesting, they didn't take up, because time is money, as they said, their allotted time, their 10-minute delegation time. So it was actually cool. For the first time, I think, in council history, there was some time left on the clock when the delegation spoke, so some excitement there. Okay, and he's a modest guy, and he would be embarrassed to know that I'm giving him a shout out on the Net News, but Jay Crick, our photographer, was a bit of a hero yesterday. The story begins on the front page, goes over to A4. He was one of 3 good Samaritans that helped pull a Tecumseh woman out of a rollover crash, so kudos to Jay Crick. Listen, guys, journalists were not always heartless vultures profiting on the misfortune and misery of others, just most of the time. And I also got to give out a shout out here to Francis Willick and Ben Nelms. Okay, they did a Cracker Jack piece, you read it, you know it, on Drouillard Road, the Island of Misfit Toys. On the weekend, my neighbor stopped me in the street to comment them on it, and look, the National Post picked it up as well. Some great stories coming right out of here. Ford City, Drouillard Road. Good work, guys. Speaking of some great stories, the Harrow Fair, the 156th Harrow Fair is coming up this weekend. That fair, that means it's older than Canada. Here to talk about it is Star food writer Ted Whipp.
It's September 2nd to 5th, but we've got the goods on the Harrow Fair. Talk about local food going national. This is a national cookbook. It will be out mid-August. It's written by local people who moved on and used their talents and expertise to show off Harrow Fair cuisine. Fair from the fair.
Okay, now this ain't like counterfeit money in Barney Rubble's basement. This is the real deal, right? This is a bona fide sort of food publisher. What's the story there?
Whitecap Books out of Vancouver love this book so much. They said this could become the definitive fair cookbook for country fairs. And right on the cover they say, prize-winning recipes inspired by Canada's favorite country fair. 2 local people who moved on to culinary careers, Moira Sanders and Laurie Elston, and we have them in the paper tomorrow with their recipes, including, ladies and gentlemen, homemade tomato juice.
Okay, we also know Nick Brancascio. Okay, he didn't pull anybody out of a car, but he shot a video of these of the Harrow. Oh, show this picture. This is a great little picture. This is what you get at down-home cooking at the Harrow Fair, folks. But anyway, there's going to be a video online about the Harrow Fair as well.
That's right.
Any other cool recipes in here?
Pies, and more ribbon-winning pies.
Okay. Now, have you ever been to the Harrow Fair? I have.
Love it. There's cows, there's pigs, there's corn dogs, there's cotton candy, there's Mom's fudge and Uncle Tom's pie. There's even a competition for men at the Harrow Fair. Men's baking at the Harrow Fair. That's true. There really is. Rob Gerdebeek is looking at me, but he would want a slice of Uncle Tom's pie.
Okay. All right. Anything else we should know about the Harrow Fair or about your story tomorrow?
September 2nd to 5th, and get your recipes ready now because the entries have to go in on deadline.
Okay. Ted also has a blog written tomorrow about finding some homemade garlic. That's posted online right now. Check it out. Buy the cookbook, go to the fair, online and on your porch. We are the Windsor Star.